Hey, what's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the Knicks Cave. The New York Knicks blow out the Orlando Magic. Let's talk about it. Yo, YouTube. Welcome back. And before we get started, I want you to do me a small little favor. I just want you to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Definitely leave a comment. And if you want to be notified when the next video drop, slap that notification bell. Alright, let's get right into it. 121-96. The Knicks got an Orlando Magic. Can't say it just yet, but they got in their butt. You know what I'm saying? This is how you want the Knicks to play against teams they're supposed to beat. Like I said in my last video, I like using that word inferior. And when you come up against an inferior team, you're supposed to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get tested later on this week because we got 2 games coming up. I think it's going to be very important for the Knicks to see where we're going, because Boston was a good game, a tough game, and Boston is a great team. But like I said, I didn't expect the Boston Celtics to beat the New York Knicks. So to me, that's not really a test, because I already had the Knicks going past Boston because we passed them last year in the standings as well. And then Orlando Magic is a young team. They had their ups and downs last year. They made the playoffs, but they exit quick as they made it. They traded away a lot of good players. We happen to have one of them players on our team. They're a very young team, so I expected the New York Knicks to come out and get this victory. We play them again tomorrow, Sunday, and I'm expecting a victory. I'm just hoping the Knicks don't get lackadaisical because we came out and we blew them out. You know what I'm saying? And just take them for granted, thinking that it's going to be the same game, because you know, if I got embarrassed one day, I'm going to come out, I'm going to try to do something better. It's like when you play in a game with your homeboys and dudes gonna beat you about 15 points. That next game, you going hard. Even if you're not playing them dudes that just beat you by 15 points, whoever you playing against, especially they were sitting there watching you get your butt kicked, you're going to go hard. You're going to put some effort in. So I'm expecting Orlando to come in Sunday and really give the Knicks a game. I'm saying this is a home game at the Garden, but if you'd have seen the game, it was the Garden over there in Orlando Magic, because we had so many Knicks jerseys in the house. It was crazy, man. That was a crazy game. I'm not going to lie. It was an easy game, crazy game. I don't want to overlook no team, because this is the NBA, and if you're not good, you wouldn't be in the NBA. That's just how I look at it. All right. Like I said, the Knicks destroyed Orlando Magic. In the process, we had set a new franchise record in 3-point shots made. We hit 23 3-pointers. The Knicks was doing their thing yesterday. I'm being honest with you. The Knicks came out hot. I'm being honest. In the first quarter, they shot 54%. They made 7 of 13 threes. And by the time we went to the second quarter, we had a 20-point lead. At one point in the game, we had a 34-point lead. 34 points. Orlando was just as wild. It was a Garden, because it was so many Knicks jerseys in the house. I've barely seen Orlando fans, and the Orlando fans that I seen, they wasn't looking very happy. I'm being honest with you. You know, it's weird. It's weird and sad too. It's been 9 years since the New York Knicks had a 2-0 start. 9 years since we won 2 games beginning the season. You know what I'm saying? You look around the league, a lot of teams are not 2-0 right now, but we're talking about the New York Knicks, and being that it was 9 years, it's kind of embarrassing. But this is a new year. I'm just gonna say a whole new management. I would like to say a new decade, but it's not. But everything's looking brand new around here. Everything's looking good in the Garden. I'm being honest with you. The New York bench, and even though people don't want to give the New York Knicks credit, and when I say people, I'm not talking about y'all out there in YouTube world. I'm talking about them people in the sports lore who commentate for a living. The Knicks, one thing they agree about with me is that the Knicks have a deep bench. The bench scored 58 points last night. Our bench scored 58 points. And if you notice, even though Toppin's coming off the bench, Toppin is showing more confidence. He's looking better each game. Like, he finished the season off looking really good, but now he's starting to look like the way he did when he was in college. I'm telling you, if Tibbs start running plays for this dude, you never know. And speaking of Tibbs and Toppin, I'm liking the combination of Julius Randle and Toppin on the floor at the same time. For some reason, it's spacing up, it's giving space and it's opening up the goddamn court, the paint, whatever. And I wouldn't think so, but because Toppin had been working on that 3-pointer shots, I mean, the first game he missed 3 of his 3-pointers, but he made some 3-pointers last night. He can make them. And teams are doing their scouting reports, so they know that he's capable of making a 3. So when they got Toppin and Randle on the court at the same time, and Toppin break to the sideline for that easy short 3, it leaves the paint open for Randle. Randle can get in there more easy. I mean, last night we was playing against a very young team, you know. Like I said, the New York Knicks bench scored 58 points. Toppin looked good. The end of the game, Tibbs brung in our young core to get them out there. I mean, but I'm be honest, he brung in our young core. He emptied the bench like with 3 minutes and change left in the game. I really thought he should have brung them out, you know, a little more. Even because Orlando Magic was still playing hard, he should have brung them out midway through the fourth quarter. Even if Orlando would have made a run, you get the feeling to see what your bench can do. You know what I'm saying? They make a run, you bring back in your starters, cut the shit down, because Orlando couldn't mess with our starters. You know what I'm saying? Let me just run over here and check out some notes I got right here. Like I said, Toppin was showing confidence, especially on this one play we hit a 3. Usually, you know, you see how he shoots. It's kind of awkward. It was like he was changing that shot motion in a little bit, but usually he'll rush that shot. He'd be like, damn, take your time, Toppin. But he had a man running at him, and he just calmly sank that 3 like nobody was coming at him. And that's what I mean by give that dude more playing time. I like the combination of Julius Randle and Obi Toppin on the floor. I don't know how long it's going to last, because once Taj Gibson and Nerlens Noel come back from their injuries and Taj Gibson come back from his personal reason, well, I like to say congratulations, Taj Gibson, on the birth of your child. Once they come back, it's probably going to limit to Obi Toppin playing time. I don't know by how much, but it just might, because we're going to have 2 extra centers. Or maybe Tibbs might just bring in Nerlens Noel and just still bring in Toppin, because I would like to see him. But when Nerlens, he don't have a jumper, he'll probably just clog up the paint. I don't know. When he come back, with how that will all work out. But at least Taj Gibson, now that he's been working on that jump shot, if he come in the game, he can come out, step back. We'll have to bring the other center. That will open the paint up more for Obi Toppin. Because, Toppin had a crazy dunk. It didn't count, but it still was a crazy dunk. He still had a few dunks. The game was crazy, man. I'm telling you, the Knicks are back. I ain't mean to get all excited like that out of nowhere, but like I said, my prediction, the New York Knicks will go 3-0. We got one more game tomorrow for my predictions to come true, and I think the Knicks are going to hold me to it. I think the Knicks are going to make me a truth teller, if that's the word I can use right now. The Knicks are going to prove me right. But the 2 games I'm going to be looking forward to watching this week, it's going to be Philadelphia and Chicago. Yeah, because Philadelphia is going to be a test, but Chicago improved immensely. I mean, they got my man DeRozan, they got Lonzo Ball, and I just want to see what we can do against a improved team. Not somebody like Orlando Magic with a bunch of young dudes on it. The oldest dude on that team probably like 23 years old. So I want to see what we can do against players like Joe Embiid, Danny Green. We get out there, you know what I'm saying? I want to see what the Knicks can do. So once we get past this little test, not much of a test, but the reason I say a test, because the Knicks might come out thinking that this is a gimme, you know what I'm saying? And Orlando Magic is going to be wanting some payback. I know I'm want some payback. You bust my butt by 25 points. I want to show my coach, this ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? I got to do something. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks, y'all tell me what y'all think about the New York Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me in the comment section how you feel about the Knicks so far. I know it was early. I know the season just started, but I'm feeling good. And just like that crowd, that was a crazy crowd after the Boston game. That's how I'm feeling right now about the New York. Like, let's go Knicks. You know what I'm saying? But I'm feeling good about the season. I know y'all feeling good about the season. And with that being said, I want everybody out there to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless and peace.